Sorry, can you still hear us? I think the cat might have disconnected something.
Oh,
there we go.
No, I can hear you.
Yes, I guess our cat wanted in on this too.
It's cat time.
It's that time again. Time for the all-new Culture Cast, which begins right now. Welcome back, everyone, to the Joe Rogan Experience. I'm your host, Joe Rogan, and I'll agree blindly with whoever my guests are tonight.
Ha.
It's true. That's what he does. If you ever, decide to rot your brain and watch an episode. But no, we're the all-new Culture Cast, and we got who we got going on here tonight. Who do we have?
I'm Corinne.
And I'm Mike.
And we're talking Samurai Cop, the 1991 classic that's been making the rounds on internet web shows the past 5 to 10 years or so, depending on how you're looking at it. So, and it's your guys' suggestion to do this.
Yes, so you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to find. I know you. I appreciate you sending me the what do you call it? The
Riff tracks.
The riff tracks. I ended up not watching the riff track version. I found a pure copy.
Oh wow!
I through my local library of all places. They
oh wow!
I searched. I decided well, let me see if my library has it just for kicks, and it said it did. Okay, and I guess my library has it. I'm guessing many libraries have something like this. They're connected to an app called Hoopla. And it's kind of like a streaming service for audiobooks, shows, movies that's connected to your library account. So you check out a digital copy of something for however long the rental period is. And so I was able to watch it on my off my Fire Stick, and so it was kind of neat. So
oh nice.
I got to see Samurai Cop the way it was intended to be seen by audiences. So you guys were the ones who were big on suggesting this, so I'm going to start with you to go into why is Samurai Cop so amazing?
Well, I'd like to start off by saying, first off, I'll say that I'll admit I've never seen Lethal Weapon, and my understanding is that this is a very blatant ripoff of Lethal Weapon, from what I've gathered from other people,
and a bunch of other movies too, I would say, but definitely
but more so that.
Yeah.
Just from it seems. The formula is very.
It has the cocaine. It has the white and black partners. The white partner has shaggy hair when he's not wearing a woman's wig. I mean, I made my wife watch this with me the other night because we didn't know what to watch after the girls went down for bed. I'm like, well, I gotta watch this thing. She's like, okay. I think she was entertained by it, especially by the wig. But she made the comment is this just supposed to be a knockoff of Lethal Weapon? And every 80s action movie. In fact, the Die Hard building is seen in this movie doing a flyover of Los Angeles. So, yeah, they clearly took heavy inspiration from a lot of different 80s action cop movies.
I would also say Beverly Hills Cop too. I feel like there's a bunch of that. I don't know, maybe the car chases and whatnot.
Definitely reminded me of
that the whole the angry chief, the exhausted, oh, you wild cards, all this destruction of property, you're gonna get me fired. Oh, I got the police commissioner on my ass. That guy, that trope is seems very tired.
Listen here, you motherfucker.
Like that, yeah, it seems a little tired. I think that may have been borrowed.
Every 80s cop cliche definitely in there. And Mike, to what you're saying for a second ago about Beverly Hills Cop, I definitely felt a very Beverly Hills Cop vibe when they're in the parking lot and the bad guy samurai was firing his weapon and they're hiding under the car, and it reminded me towards the end when they're sieging the bad guys complex and
oh absolutely,
you're all under arrest, and they fire the Uzi at him. It reminded me reminiscent of that.
Yeah, so I totally think they got. I mean, Lethal Weapon's definitely the big one, but I think they borrowed from a bunch of cop movies like that.
Oh, maybe then maybe that explains when you mentioned Beverly Hills Cop. Maybe that explains the weird maitre d at the Chinese restaurant.
Yes.
Or the restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that? But maybe is that supposed to be
Like,
is that supposed to be Bronson Pinchot from Beverly Hills Cop?
I don't
Do
know.
you think?
it had to be. I thought the same thing. It had to be inspired by, because Balky. That's how I know him from Perfect
It's
Strangers.
So, yeah, it's just so out of left field.
Uh-huh.
It's so like
And it's ridiculously over the top. Like his role in Beverly Hills Cop was a little bit more subtle, even though if he was flamboyant. Like this
Yeah.
guy's like, "Wah!" Like he just came from a gay
like
pride
God, at
parade.
least like Bronson Pinchot's character at least had some like pride. Like
Mhm.
this is insane. This was like a caricature of a caricature.
Well, he did until Beverly Hills Cop 3, but we don't discuss Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have not seen Lethal Weapon. But so yeah, we're fans of Riff Tracks, which is that Mystery Science Theater 3000 guy is kind of like part 2. That's what they do now. And we had come across this. It's sort of known. It kind of falls under the category. Samurai Cop is like The Room, Birdemic, this sort of
Troll 2.
yeah, Miami Connection. This kind of super so bad it's good genre of films where it goes into it goes so bad it's like absurd, and I kind of love that.
Yeah,
I
me too.
very much enjoy that genre of film,
You
and
know
that's
what-
definitely what this is. Like it's cut corners so much that it's hysterical. The character has long hair in the movie and apparently did not know that they would have to do these
A lot of
things,
post work.
like post work after the movie, and cut his hair. And I mean, his hair was like Cher long. I mean, like very, very long. And then has to come back in a terrible wig. Like very full-bodied brown with bangs, which none of his hair was like that at all.
With the baseball cap on top
Which
of
at
it
some point
too.
they try and put a baseball cap on top of this huge wig. And I mean, it looks comical and stupid. At one point, he's fighting, and the wig actually is pulled off.
Yes, you
And
see
they-
the
My wife
string?
noticed that.
They didn't even cut that out.
No.
It just doesn't even make sense. Why on earth wouldn't you have edited that out? There's just so much of it is just mind-boggling how bad it is. The ADR is terrible.
Yeah.
There's nothing takes place at night, which we found out from Wikipedia.
He couldn't afford lighting. The director couldn't afford lighting, so
So-
everything's shot in the middle of the day.
So, sex scenes, which like The Room, are way too long and show way too much, and they make you very uncomfortable. All in the daytime, all eerily well lit, and the guy is supposed to be a cop, yet he owns clearly like a several million-dollar home on the beach with a pool. I mean,
Well-
just nothing makes sense.
Yeah, like I wonder, because if you look at when he's at his house, when he has his when he kidnaps that woman to go on the date. I'm sorry, it was a kidnapping. I don't care what anyone
Agreed.
says.
I agree.
But one, he's right by the beach. One, he has this huge house. But when the bad guys are pulling up, it's like in the middle of like suburbia.
Yeah, there's not a lot of follow through with these shots of tracking of what's supposed to be what.
Yeah. I lost track of how many locations they have in this movie, even though it's supposed to take place in not too many different locations, but even the actors would be like, oh, where are we shooting today? Because there's so many different locations spread out.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be one house.
Because beachfront property always has a pool. That makes all the sense in the world. And yeah, that date, which of all the stupid things in this movie, this is a stupid belabored point, but when someone tells you they go to a certain church, you don't impress them by showing up in a suit when church is over and meeting them afterward. I'm sorry, but that's the most basic thing in the world. You go with them to church. Like that just seems like so obvious to me. And I always thought that was so lazy and stupid of this movie to be like, hello there, here I am in a suit. I happen to see you
Like
leaving
Nelson?
church.
All dressed
Yes,
up like
it's just
Nelson Muntz.
Suddenly, here I am, and you're leaving church. Like, no woman would be impressed by this. I'd be like, why are you dressed up? Where did you just come from?
So you're
Corinne.
saying
Why didn't you get here an hour ago?
So you're saying the script isn't very realistic? Is that what we're getting at
Yes,
here?
that she goes home with him on her birthday and has sex with him that day. Like the whole thing
Corinne,
is just nonsense.
she at the end of that 6 hours they were together or whatever, because it all takes place during the day, so clearly it's
Short day.
she was in love with him. Don't you remember? She said, "Mom, I'm sorry I went missing, but I'm in love." I don't care about the Japanese momster who continually
Owns my
frequents our-
business.
Yeah. And apparently, I guess grenades going off in the parking lot and multiple murders. The restaurant, I don't think there was. It closed. or
She had no
anything.
hang-ups about him ruining her business. She wasn't mad at him for that. Like, really weird. Also, what kind of business was that? What kind of restaurant was that? I think I'm just assuming it was Chinese because that guy owns it, but I guess I shouldn't assume that. Maybe it's not a Chinese restaurant. And
For some
because
reason, I thought it was a seafood place. I don't know,
have
but
no
I could be
idea
wrong.
what it is. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure what it is. They don't really go into it much, but there's just a mob hanging out there, and they're having lunch with their lawyers. But also, I think it was breakfast, maybe. Was it in
might
the
have
morning?
It
Like
was
a lot of this
brunch.
just doesn't make sense.
Time does not exist in this movie.
A lot doesn't make sense. Yeah.
But that's why it's wonderful.
And
I don't get why the police captain was about ready to get fired early on when, because they were chasing the bad guy, and the one bad guy got caught on fire, and like they want to fire me because of all the dead bodies you're leaving. What? There was like self-defense for the cops. I don't think the higher ups are going to come down on this guy that quickly. And two, didn't you hire Samurai Cop from San Diego to come down here to take care of this problem? It's like this.
Yeah.
I will say that if you watch the entire movie, it's two cops. I mean, the two main cops, easily 50 criminals. There is not one arrest in the entire film. They kill everyone.
Shoot.
It's ridiculous. I mean,
Freeze.
yeah, shoot him. I mean, everyone dies. Nobody gets arrested.
No, that guy on fire got arrested, but then he was killed by the bad guy.
Yeah, then they cut his head off.
And
So,
he
okay,
was-
that's point
they were-
taken. That was.
I
And
don't
they-
call that a successful arrest. That does not count. I'm sorry.
No, it was a successful arrest. It was a poor protection.
Yeah, because
And
it
then-
wasn't a hospital. Can we get into that? There is a dentist's office in the hospital.
Next to the bird ward.
Yes, that all made sense.
Like when they're chasing the bad guy outside of the hospital, I was like, is this a motel? Like, what is going on?
It looks like an apartment complex. Yeah, the whole thing didn't. It's all.
Not one ambulance
It was
to be found.
carpeted. I mean, yeah, like nothing. I was like, this isn't a hospital. Has these people never been to hospitals?
And
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the nurses wore random black skirts and high heels because that's what nurses wear.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, fuck Steve. He had one
you
job.
dumbass.
He had one job. And he was flirting with the nurses, and that's when the bad guy came in and cut the guy's head off.
Though those nurses are pretty good to go, to be fair. Like those nurses. Like the
And
weird
they're quite
stuff-
forward, especially to Samurai Cop.
Yeah.
Holy cow! She grabs his dick while she's working.
Sexual harassment there. Thank you,
So
lawsuit.
Weird.
He was into
Yeah,
it.
it's like putting down his like penis size. It's like, aren't you working? Like, what is going on? This isn't natural. This is every woman in this movie is written terribly, absolutely terribly. It's like the man has never met a woman. They're either in love with him, or he's sleeping with them, or they're evil, or like everyone is one-dimensional and stupid.
Wait,
and
are you saying this
nonsense.
movie doesn't treat women well? What example?
They're all either super horny or like they're all Virgin or Madonna. Like everyone is just absurd in this movie. What is with the one female cop who wants to have sex with everyone? Like, what is her deal? No one's like this. Like the one that gets burned with grease by Robert
Ugh.
Zadar later. And she keeps trying to get everyone to have sex with her. Like, what?
Well,
Nobody's
I know
like
that
this.
that was weird too. Like she wants to have sex with Samurai Cop, fine, whatever. They have some flirtation. But then like when they're on like the stakeout or the siege of the he looked like the Shredder's henchman from Ninja Turtles, but
Yeah,
um,
I forget his name, but yeah.
but like they're like, okay, we're gonna go around front, you go around back, and then she turns to like the older cop, like, hey, do you want to have sex right now? It's like, is she trying? Is that supposed to be like a joke, or does she
Yeah.
like legitimately want to have sex in the middle of a job?
And I'd just like to mention that character, his wife is on screen only to be killed and have her breasts shown.
Pretty much, yeah.
Infuriating.
Every major female character in this movie shows their breasts,
It's ridiculous.
with the exception of the one character who probably should have shown her breasts, the horny nurse. Like of all the characters in the movie,
insane. They're all they're all just there for sex appeal. Like everyone, like not even you couldn't even throw in a female district attorney just for good measure. Like every single one had to be like, oh god, just terrible.
There was
Terrible.
the main love interest mother. She was
Oh
there.
right, maybe the lion on the wall. Maybe that was a female. Can't forget about that one. But really, just I always feel like the need to do that. If we ever do, what's the other one with the terribly written women?
Deadly Prey.
Deadly Prey. If we ever do that one again, another one where it's got like 2 women in the whole movie, and it's
it's horrible.
awful. Like the way they're written is just absolute garbage. I always feel it's my job to kind of just watch how the women are written in these movies because it's always awful. The Room, any of them, it's always like clearly they put no attention to it. They have usually not even 2 dimensions. Like they're just garbage. I love noticing it.
I was amazed that we saw full frontal with the redhead. I was not expecting that.
Maybe that wasn't in our
God,
version.
I don't think I saw.
Oh really?
Why does she ever have to get naked? Does she ever have a sex scene with Robert Zadar or something?
Yeah, it's a very random scene in the middle of the movie. It's right when I think it's during the time when Samurai Cop is with the blonde on their date, and it cuts to the is that the bad guy samurai? Is that Robert?
Yeah.
Zadar? Okay.
With
I
a big
don't know.
jaw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chin?
With
Yeah,
the like the
Robert
huge
Zadar.
Asian name, but he doesn't look Asian at all. He's like the whitest guy possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they cut to them and they're in a sex scene and like she's like full frontal on the bed.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh, wow.
sake.
And then what's so weird is he gets a phone call like it's like what? Okay. And she's like, what's going on? Like, I have to go to a party. And first I'm thinking like, oh, they're gonna track down Samurai Cop and try to kill him again. But no, he's just the next time you see him is a few scenes later. He's just standing around with the other gang members. Like, oh, we found where Samurai Cop should be. We have to follow him. And it's a very bizarre like, why is this? Where did he go? Why is this scene necessary
just
for anything?
Shore naked. That's basically.
I mean, that tracks. I'm not surprised. What is the name of this app? Because I'm wondering if Naperville Public Library has this as well. I might have to try and
Hoopla.
find because I am a member of our library.
The app is Hoopla, and yeah, I didn't know about it until I was trying to rent it off my library and it took me to the third-party website to sign up for it. I'm like, interesting.
Hoopla, like HOOPLA.
Yes.
You say it with such confidence, it must be right. Okay, I'm just bookmarking this later because I'm very curious if my library also has access to this movie. I want to see the unedited version of this film because I'm starting to think that they
might have taken out a few things.
might take out some dirtier things.
But they still kept in a lot.
I mean, it's still a long ass third movie, but oh god, why does she need to be naked at all? Good lord.
Sex sells. That's the only thing they think of.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sure that if anyone knew that woman was naked, it probably would have gone right.
Well,
box office.
You mentioned Lethal Weapon earlier. I will tell you this for Lethal Weapon to balance things out. There is a quick scene at the very beginning of Lethal Weapon that you may or may not see Mel Gibson's dong.
Why?
I don't know if it was intentional, but like there's a scene at the very like first scene he's in, he's like sleeping in bed and he rolls out of bed and he's all grizzled and everything, so he kind of just rolls out of bed, and the way the angle is, you see something swing down, and my wife and I were watching it first time I had seen it a couple years ago, and we're like, wait a second, did we? So we had to go back to make sure we saw what we thought we saw. And we're pretty sure you see some milk. He's from the back, so you don't like see full frontal, but you just see
Right. But
yeah,
okay.
hey, equal opportunity,
Yeah, I don't know that evens it out. He is probably a full, well fleshed out character, though. So I'm not sure that means like.
Well, to be fair,
Oh.
Lethal Weapon is like a significantly better film than this would
I
ever
would
hope
hope
to be.
so.
Yeah, because it's been a long time since I've seen it, but the first Lethal Weapon was actually even a little more on the dark side. It was a little. It wasn't like completely. It wasn't like what it became later on in the
Yeah,
series.
it became more comedic as the series went on, but
Yeah.
yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, very strange with all the needless nudity. Of course, you don't have any men nudity. I don't think you even see. Do you see any butts in the male butts in the movie? I can't.
Other
recall
than when
if
he's in his thong, maybe.
I mean, he wears a banana hammock that nobody wants to see for way too long.
the thong aside, like we don't get any Tommy Wiseau's.
Oh God, no! Thank God for that. Yeah. Though they reference the black man's penis so much, it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Speaking of the black man's penis, as one often does, at the scene where the bad guy wants to cut the penis off,
Right.
He's
his
clearly wearing shorts.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scene where like they like move him, and the camera goes far enough down where you see his like boxer shorts on, and it's supposed to imply that he's naked. I'm like, wait a second. I don't think these people knew what they were doing. I'm starting to think they're a hack, but
Well, I never.
I love the casual racism too with the chief is
Oh
gonna
my
burn
God!
my
So
butt.
many times, like he's gonna char my ass, he's gonna burn my ass, but it's already black, and then he has to respond with like, "Right on." I'm like, oh.
Just to show the folks it's okay.
Yeah, just like
it's
but
not
it's
racist.
Okay. It's all right because he's all right with it.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh, gross. Yeah, so many references to that. To him being black, to his ass being black. It's like, oh, enough.
I like how the police station was in like a random like a random conference room that you'd see at like America. Like the most like business casual police station you would ever see.
It looked like everything took place in like a community college or I don't know, an apartment complex or something, but certainly not whatever it was supposed to be. It was never a hospital or a restaurant or what it was claiming it was.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That it really looks like a hospital to me. I don't.
The
I don't know
carpeted
what you're
hospital.
talking about.
Did you notice how the guy abandons his sword? Like the sword mysteriously disappears when he cuts the head off. Like he cuts the head off and then he hides back
Yeah,
down.
where did that fit? No kidding.
And then when they leave,
enormous man fits in a tiny laundry chute like Annie. And then but then the sword, where did that come from? A collapsible sword apparently.
maybe he's like the Highlander, where the sword is just mysteriously in the jacket the entire time until it actually is needed. But
I'm surprised the head comes off that easily too. He didn't
Goes,
have much of a
like
struggle.
butter just goes.
It was
right
very
through.
clean too.
Why didn't she just do it herself?
like my wife was like, well, shouldn't there be blood like spraying everywhere right now? And him like screaming in pain as he cuts through.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the fact that his face is caked in blood. What a terrible
So
hospital.
he's clearly
this is.
gonna die anyways.
Yeah, like why haven't they cleaned up his wounds at all?
Yeah, I'm impressed they had the money for the stunt to have that guy on fire.
Oh, and we just got done watching the main actor talk about this. There was no fire engine, there was no firemen or any safety. They were instructed that they would have to put the guy out themselves.
so the actors do the job of putting him out, like the fire, which is incredibly dangerous
Wow.
and irresponsible.
So I take it no one was in a union that worked on this movie.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm gonna guess no.
See, it doesn't take much to make a movie, clearly. Anyone could do this.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and there's some other examples we might have to show you later of those movies because we saw one. It looks like it was actually a couple that they were homemade horror movies like Fungicide and Feeders.
A little too homemade for my liking, but yeah. I mean, borderline like a school project.
Oh, jeez.
Like, that's for a future episode.
Those I might have difficulty sitting through, but I'll try.
This is why sometimes you have to have riff tracks for these. Otherwise, it's like I can't just sit and watch this crap. This is why I didn't have kids, so I wouldn't have to go to some Christmas program and sit and watch something like this.
The only reason not to have kids, so you don't have to go to a Christmas program.
Yep, that was it. Everything else sounded great. The diapers, the having to deal with them, and every wonderful thing that comes with child raising. That sounds fantastic. But the Christmas program,
that was where you're like, no.
I was like,
no
go.
Drawn.
Nope.
I love Mystery Science Theater 3000, and I haven't in a long time, but I used to dip into riff tracks every now and again when they were just selling the audio files for popular movies.
Right. Yeah.
Which do they still do that? Or?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, they even have an app you can get on your phone, and it listens to what you're watching and it automatically syncs up. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good.
That's crazy that what you can do with technology now. But like I remember back during the MST3K, like about 10 years ago when they had like all the episodes online, I would like watch them on YouTube, and like sometimes I would not be able to get through an episode. Not that the jokes weren't funny, but like I wasn't engaged in the actual material of the movie being riffed. And, it's like I can't do it. But like something like this, I think I would totally get through because it would be something like this is very entertaining. Like the last couple months we've watched The Room, Miami Connection, and now Samurai Cop, and I would pick Miami Connection and Samurai Cop way over The Room because I think the only reason The Room is popular today is because it has a very weird main character who has gone on to like promote it. And like Tommy Wiseau is just strange to begin with. But if it wasn't for him, I don't think people would even remember that movie because it's just boring. These like Miami Connection and Samurai Cop, they're at least fun bad. They're bad, but they're fun to watch because of their badness, and they're never not boring.
No,
you're like entertained throughout the entire way. Like I wasn't sure how well my wife was going to get into this because it's a bad movie. She's going like whatever. I wasn't sure, but the minute she kept seeing like the wigs change at the very beginning, she's like, okay, I'm in. I need to see this all the way through.
We had to stop it because Corinne was laughing so hard. The very first time we watched it, you were in tears because we were laughing so hard.
What's with the wig? Because right at the beginning, like the first scene with him, he's got it on, and you're like, what? It looks so terrible.
And I will say, Riff Tracks is very funny because their comments throughout that is really funny. Like, hey, we're really not going to talk about this wig I'm wearing right now.
Like, I'd show up to work in a Cher wig and you just say nothing? Yeah, like, what? I mean, as somebody who works with wigs regularly, I was like, that's the worst looking wig I've ever seen in my life. It looks nothing like his hair.
No joke. I think we had to pause the movie for a good 5 or 10 minutes because I was worried.
I lost it. I couldn't really believe what I was watching. I was like, this is not real. No, this is not somebody's costume.
You know what's great about this type of movie is that they're making this, and someone on the staff, whether probably the director, maybe the producer, and they're thinking, this is good. This is going to be the next Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, Beverly Hills. This is going to be the next
Mhm.
film that's going to make it. And we're going to have a series of these, and it's going to be great. At no point did they stop and say, I don't know, is this working, guys? Is this working? Like, even the way the movie began. One, let's talk about the music. The music in this is phenomenal.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that video game
That
techno.
video game
Yes.
8-bit music at the beginning.
It's like that's like when the movie started. Like this is going to be good.
And
then, like,
I'm in.
It's like then like directed by. I'm like, okay, here the movie begins. Boom! In the middle of a scene, like no like transition, no like establishing shot, just boom.
Just the movie already in progress.
Yeah.
Just grabs you right away.
Like not even a fade in, just a hard cut, and of someone in the middle of a conversation.
Not even a conversation. It was yelling. He was yelling about wanting people dead.
Well, like the
Are
before
we
that,
an established group or not?
yeah. And it's like, Al Capone once said that there's plenty of stuff to go around for all of us. Like it's weird. I thought more was gonna. Why would I have thought this? But I thought more would have been like that the underling was not happy that the big boss wants to kill everyone because he wanted to make peace with the other gangs, but then the big boss doesn't, and they like kill the other the Chinese gang. I think it is. I don't know if it's Chinese or I don't know, but I know they're the
Gang or
Japanese.
something.
Like they're the Katana gang. I don't know what the other gang name was, but it doesn't matter.
And Dragon Sound stole their gig. Oh, wait. No, sorry. I'm getting that confused.
Ah, if only.
Crossover.
The crossover we've been wanting.
Oh my God, it would be like the Jetsons and the Flintstones coming together. It'd be perfect. Florida and California. Oh.
But no, I think, and I agree with you. This is why these movies are so fun. It's because they set out to make a good movie. They thought this would be at least entertaining. It would be good enough for an action movie. But that's why these are so good, because they're so horrible, yet they're legit. They're trying. They were trying.
And it's not like a case of where you have like a big studio film that just doesn't work. That's bad. Because, usually those films, people are in it. They know this is not going to be the way that we want it to be. Like here, these little guys are just like, this is our big break. We're going to do it. No, you're not.
This is going to be the one that gets my foot in the door. All right.
God's foot somewhere. Did you know, going back to The Room, then crossovers, that they made a Samurai Cop 2 a couple of years back when the first one kind of got a renewed fame online, and Tommy Wiseau supposedly plays the main villain in Samurai Cop Part 2.
I did see that. I had mixed feelings about. I don't know, because I feel like
tried it because I assume just
it's
like
self-aware. I would guess
Yeah, I don't know.
maybe.
And yeah, I'm with you on that one. Like when the first one, they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't realize this was going to be bad. You do a second one after the first one is good because it's bad, and then you just kind of lose the whole thing of what made the first one.
Yeah,
Good.
I kind of even felt that way about we tried to watch Tommy Wiseau's quote unquote TV show, The Apartment or something. I forget what it was, Neighbors, and it was just, you could tell it just seemed like they were trying to do all the things that people know about from The Room, like, oh, we can make this look goofy and cheap, and it'll be haha, everybody will like this, and it's like, no, this doesn't feel real. This feels like an act.
Yeah. I'd be curious to check out some clips on YouTube if they have them, just to see how it goes, but it's probably what it is.
Yeah, at first I'm like, oh, that sounds good, but then I'm like, it's probably self-aware. It's like I wouldn't want a sequel to Miami Connection because it's self-aware then. They all know everybody likes it because it's so bad that it's good.
Yeah, same with Birdemic. They made a second one to that, and I assume that that's going to be not nearly as cheap, and it won't be as funny as the first one. And I mean, the whole point is that it has to be lightning in a bottle because it's such a mix of no time, no money, and everything. And they're going to have more money for the second one, and it's not going to be as
Which
funny.
brings us to the filmmaker we love, Neil Breen. I think we've mentioned him a bunch of times on this. All of his movies are horrible, yet they're fantastic, and he is never, ever fucking self-aware. He really thinks every single movie he thinks he has an important message he is sending to everybody, and it's completely legit.
You can watch his first movie and you can watch his last movie. There is zero improvement. Zero improvement.
Red Letter Media, I guess, are fans of Neil Breen,
Mm-hmm.
and they did something not that long ago. Was it Red Letter Media? I want to say it was, where they reviewed his. I can't believe they spent the money for it, but because it's ridiculously overpriced, if memory serves. But they reviewed his like filmmaking DVD.
Oh,
Oh, that last thing he came. Yeah, it's like $300 or something.
yeah, it's
isn't
like
it?
5 DVDs or something.
Ridiculous.
And like they're like watching it, and they're like, wait a second. Even like the he's talking about how to make movies, and his like shot composition on the how-to video is just completely off and misguided. Like he's like off in the corner, and then there's like you hear like a train going on in the background, and like the audio's all off, and the color time. Yeah, it's like wow. That guy, I haven't seen any of his movies, just by reputation, but yeah, he is completely no self-awareness that
It's
he's.
an experience. It's an experience. All of his movies, and that's why we'll always love him because he thinks he's making he thinks he's the next David Lynch, which he did rip off in the last movie he did, Twisted Pair. I feel like there was a bunch of David Lynch inspiration in that.
I don't even know
one.
how you can tell. It's just such a mishmash of terrible ideas.
But yeah, no, it's just Samurai Cop is just fantastic. It's terrible, but it's fantastic. It is so entertaining.
Yeah,
I can never get sick of it.
that is the picture.
Yeah, they had some weird art. They had some weird concept art for this. I don't know.
For what, Samurai Cop?
Sorry, that picture
yeah.
from Wikipedia. Yeah.
Oh,
And there's
Like-
another one where it looks like it's just a guy with a motorcycle outfit and a sword.
But he's got short hair. I don't know who this guy's supposed to be. He doesn't look like any actor from the movie. And he's got a badge. So, a cop, apparently. Says, you have the right to remain silent.
Wait, Joe, you're a cop.
Dead silent. Yeah. Please don't help that man kill himself that we're allowing to have an honor killing, even though he poured hot grease on that one female cop. But apparently we're letting him die with dignity. Because
He's a samurai.
he's a samurai, bless his heart.
did you realize that no one seems to care about the two cops that are killed?
Right.
Well, we don't know if the blonde cop is actually killed. She's got grease poured maybe on her belly. It's very vague of where they're pouring it.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit about them. Yeah, apparently. Who cares about them, right? Yeah.
Oh my god. But this whole movie is just crazy with how like the color timing is way off on certain scenes. It gets really
Mhm.
cool and really warm, and they're supposed to be in the same room. Like
A lot of single takes too, from what we've heard.
really?
Not a lot of reshoots. Pretty much Ed Wood like cut, print. It's perfect.
Seems to be a theme with a lot of our favorite movies.
And in fact, the lead actor said, and I don't know which scenes he's talking about, but he was getting really frustrated with the dialogue in the script, and a bunch of the other actors were too. So there were times where he would try to purposely mess up the scene and say something really stupid, thinking that there's no way that this director's going to use it in the movie, only that he did.
Surprise. It's in the movie.
Can we talk about how this movie is called Samurai Cop and the main character's nickname is Samurai, but he does nothing in the movie samurai related except he has like a 2-minute sword fight?
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about weapons. He knows like karate. He knows nothing about like swords and stuff. Someone had to be there to help him on it. He didn't know anything about that.
Yet he has this scary reputation. Even the bad guys know who he is right away.
Like, I don't mind if the actor didn't know. I mean, that's what acting is, but
Yeah.
it's like the characters like shouldn't what?
Well, it
Like,
doesn't
why
make
is he
any
called
sense. Yeah.
samurai?
Why is
To try to make it different, I guess.
why is he a cop? Like with this skill set? Like none of it makes sense anyway.
Like, I was
How does he
hoping
get all
like
this money for this house? Well,
I was
Did he also
hoping that
kill
he was
for
going to
hire?
have. I was hoping that he was going to like legitimately like I follow the way of the samurai, and like they're on like a general like I don't know drug bust, and he whips out his sword like or something like that, like something ridiculous that way. But no, he just uses guns the entire time, and he knows how to roundhouse kick.
Yeah. And then the bad guy at the end's like, why don't you come fight me like a man, Joe? Fight me with a sword. He couldn't have just fucking shot him right there.
Or arrest him. He's a cop.
True.
He doesn't
Joe,
arrest
you're a
anyone.
cop.
He
Don't.
No one gets arrested in the entire movie. It's so stupid.
But the few times they were going to arrest people, the bad guy like turned around to like shoot, so they had to like do a.
They're bad cops. Okay? They're bad.
Which reminds me, another one of my favorite scenes is when the bad guys are at the black cop's house and one of the bad guys is so whiny. He's like, leave my friend alone. Stop. Leave him alone. It's just poetic.
The address is in there. Where? In the closet. It's like, it's not in this jacket. It's not in this jacket. It's not in this jacket. Clearly, you've been set up.
Oh, we're big fans of also at the end how they shoot the black cop, and yet he claims to have been wearing
A bulletproof vest
the whole time. And yet his clothes are relatively tight. You can see there's no way he's wearing a
Yeah,
bulletproof
he never
vest.
even shows the vest. It's just a black shirt. It's a black undershirt
Like
he's wearing.
those Kevlar vests are enormous.
Not to mention he'd have a few broken bones.
And you wouldn't just be walking around. It's not like, yeah, you'd have broken ribs and stuff. Like the whole thing is just, did they not have any sort of consultant with them besides
Of course
somebody
not.
with weapons? Like not
Hey,
a cop?
consultants are for losers.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that black cop. What's his name? Washington?
I think so.
Let's just go with that. He has the greatest facial reactions in the history of ever.
Yes,
All the
his facial reactions are definitely the star.
A lot of
the movie.
mugging. He should have been a silent film star.
There was one line in the movie that he said something. There was a cheesy joke, and he like literally, he's like laying on the ground because they just had an action scene. He says some cheesy joke, and he literally looks at the camera at that point, and it's like, was that intentional? But like,
I
Yeah,
believe that was the undercover.
the
cop
undercover.
joke.
Yeah, because he went under the fence or whatever. He's like, "Why'd you do that?" 'Cause I'm an undercover cop. Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
but you're not an undercover cop. You're a detective who just brutally murders people.
Yeah, no, they're not undercover cops. No. I think there's so many things that don't make sense at all in this movie. What are you gonna do?
But that's why it's so great.
Yeah. I still love it.
I'm looking at pictures from the movie on Google. Man, oh man, this movie.
Yes, to anybody who hasn't seen this yet, please see it. Do yourself a favor and watch it. You won't regret it.
Yeah, my library also has it to rent, so this is clearly something that everybody can now watch it for free, and that's great news. Everyone should be able to watch this for free.
Invite all your friends over. Well, after you're all vaccinated, invite your friends over.
If you're quite confident your friends will not unfriend you for some reason. Yes.
Oh wait, I'm looking at pictures of Samurai Cop 2. Looks like they got the black guy back as well.
Oh, you mean he's not doing, Othello on Broadway right now? I'm shocked.
Oh, and it looks like he's still doing the mugging thing. Let me Let me send this image over to you guys just to get a sample of what they they decided to do here. Let me see if I can get this to you. Oh boy, I don't know what to say about Samurai Cop. I mean, I was entertained. It was fun. That soundtrack is dope. I hope they have it on YouTube somewhere because I will listen to this thing on repeat, followed by Dragon Sound.
Yes.
Well, speaking of amazing movies with amazing soundtracks, in one terrible movie where I legitimately do love the soundtrack and I mean it, if we ever talk about it, and I think it has an oddly amazing soundtrack, is Manos: The Hands of Fate. If you've ever seen that one.
Oh, yes.
I don't understand. I bet there's a lot of info, and I should actually, apparently the daughter from it wrote a book, and I should probably get into that and read it. But it's not on audiobook, and I'm too lazy to read an actual book. But I should read that and learn more about it because I want to know so much more about that movie. And I love the music. I actually think it's relatively good music, particularly the singing. And I want to know how the hell they got this person that sings in it and how they got the music because it's oddly good. And it's like, how did this music end up in this movie? How?
I've only watched Manos through MST3K. Last time I saw it had to be good 15 years ago, so I couldn't tell you the music, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, Riff Tracks redid that, and that's the version we watch. I mean, I've seen the Mystery Science Theater 3000 one too, but we rewatched the Riff Tracks one, and it's really funny.
I adore Man. I really like Manos.
Yeah.
Love that one. Really like it.
But it's just all those movies. They're bad, but they're fun to watch. Like I would rather sit here and talk about those movies and watch those movies over and over again than a really horrible, like bad movie like Last Airbender. You know, that's just these are actually fun. Their badness is what's so fun about it.
Yeah, like I would rather watch something like where I know it's bad, I know it's bad and I don't care that it's bad, rather than something where I love what it is and I'm hurt that it's bad, like Cats, you know, or something where like, oh, I like Andrew Lloyd Webber, this could be great, and then I'm like, what is this? No, like I don't want to watch that bad. Like I want to watch like hilarious shit bad. Like I don't care about this anyway. Like you know that kind of bad.
Yeah,
that's my kind of bad.
Agreed.
What's your favorite bad, big budget or bad mainstream movie? Do you have one of those that's
Con Air. That's my go-to. I love that. Con Air, Face Off. They're so horrible, but I love them. And Con Air, I will never stop loving that stupid fucking movie. It is one of the worst goddamn movies ever, but it is so entertaining. What about you?
I hate Con Air. I'm sorry, I watched it
I just
a couple of years ago, and I was like, yeesh.
No, just like, what's your favorite bad?
I don't know. Maybe that's not really my thing. I don't know. Do I have anything like that?
Trying to think.
Maybe.
I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Batman and Robin right here. George Clooney as Batman.
To Batman, it started getting weird. Like, why did his suit need nipples?
Well, according to Joel Schumacher, the director, he wanted the suits to represent like the Greek statues and everything, where you saw the full anatomy on there.
Why was that necessary?
Why is anything?
Yeah.
But it was sexist because Batgirl did not have nipples on her costume.
Well, I don't think I would have wanted to see that, I'll be honest. I don't think I'd have cared for that if she did. Would not have liked that at all.
I'm being facetious, of course.
Yes, I figured. Oh, gosh, no, I do wonder. I do like some. I don't want to feel like I'm some snob who doesn't like big budget stuff. There's definitely got to be some I like.
I mean, it doesn't have to be big budget. I guess like just anything like that'd be like mainstream. Because like sometimes seeing like not deliberately, but like a mainstream movie that's just bad, can be so entertaining as well. I don't know. I got nothing else to say about Samurai Cop. I mean, it's fun, it's goofy, It's definitely something you could watch and be entertained by its badness and awfulness. For
And have
people who,
discussions about its
yeah,
badness and awfulness.
like for people who like love film and like know all the insides of like how the filmmaking process is done, it's great because you could talk about everything that's wrong. And for people who know nothing about film, you could still talk about everything that's wrong because it's so in your face about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have gone to film school to know that somebody's wig shouldn't be falling off during a fight. It's really why. How did that not get edited out?
Well, it's funny because the lead actor said he thought initially when he would have to wear the wig, it would just be for a few scenes and nothing that you would really notice. Like it would be kind of far off. He had no idea that it would be so prevalent in every scene that he had to wear
Yeah,
it.
they had to do a lot of reshoots. Wow.
Do you guys ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Oh yeah.
Yes, please tell me you're going to talk about the Lethal Weapon movies they make.
Yes, I was just about to bring that up. Like this reminded me heavily of their Lethal Weapons 4 and Lethal Weapons, or however many they did, because
Yeah.
it's just so sloppily edited, sloppily put together. Um, like like you're saying, they did like what one or two takes for this, and it shows in like some of the dialogue where people are, like stumbling over their lines where they don't get it right on the first time.
Right. Or they use the same location to represent what's supposed to be multiple locations in the movie.
The only thing they didn't do was switch actors midway through with blackface.
I was waiting for that. But yeah, no, I know this might be one of our shorter episodes tonight, but it's just everybody, you need to see this movie. That's all I gotta say. Just see this and Miami Connection, and you'll have a good time. Make it a double feature.
In Miami Connection.
Yes.
I've heard if you watch those two movies in Miami, if you watch blah 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 blah, one take. I'm not editing that because this is a Samurai Cop episode.
Exactly.
I hear that if you watch Miami Connection and Samurai Cop back to back, it cures COVID.
I've heard that too. So I guess you don't hate us for making you watch this.
No, not at all. See, I'm the type of person, and I've said this before to people, that I'm open to watching pretty much any type of movie for the most part. Snuff films, not as big as a fan.
Understood.
But I'm open to watching pretty much any type of movie. I do enjoy bad movies as long as it's entertaining.
Right.
I've always said that if a boring movie is worse than a bad movie that's entertaining.
Agreed.
I'll take a bad entertaining movie any day of the week over a boring movie. And Miami Connection, Miami Connection and Samurai Cop were not boring. They were entertaining.
Agreed.
Miami Connection's a delight.
Mm-hmm.
That's a goddamn delight.
Yeah, I still think I mean they're both great. For me, Miami Connection's still my favorite. I think that's the one I'm forever obsessed with.
That's great because it has the really poor like translation of. Well, actually, they're somewhat similar because apparently the director of this is Russian or something, or Romanian or something, and also has this weird obsession with all American and American this and American that, which like The Room, like Miami Connection, where it's kind of spearheaded by someone who is not American, but very much trying to be like, hey, Americans, I love you and your American things. Watch me try and be American. And you're like, why are they trying so hard? Like, you don't have to do this.
You guys probably know this because you're the big Miami Connection folks, but I was watching a video recently where they're talking about Miami Connection, and he goes on about how like he'll take a movie like Miami Connection over like something like The Room, because like with Miami Connection there was like a lot of heart and soul poured into that, and everyone on the shoot, like the main Asian guy, I can't remember what his name is, like everyone loved this guy. He was like a big pillar in the community and everything, and everyone in the movie wanted to be in the movie because they just like this guy did a lot of good things. Like I guess there's a scene where there's cops in the movie and they're trying to take down whoever bad guys are there when when they're having like the daylight train yard fight or something like
Oh,
that.
right. Yes, yes.
Very
And the
briefly. The only time you see cops at all in the whole movie.
apparently they were actually real cops in the town that this guy lived in, who they said, yeah, we'll bring in a movie, we'll play cops just because this guy was so beloved. And it's like, huh, that's interesting. It enhances the legend of Miami Connection that people just want to be a part of it because they like this guy.
And I also agree with that. I definitely like Miami Connection more than The Room.
It is nice, yeah, as opposed to The Room, where the more you learn about it, the more you hate Tommy Wiseau. Like, he's screwing everybody over in the cast with these horrible working conditions. And
you don't have anyone in the room going, oh my God!
Yes. Yeah, I will say that, at least with Miami Connection, it seemed like everybody there was having a good time and they were like happy to be there and trying to make it work.
Yeah, nobody auditioned to be in that movie, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, there's Jim's father.
Right, the dark ending that never was.
Surprise, it's just Jim with some gray in his hair and some glasses.
That's right. I think we did watch the dark ending you told us about, the original ending where he dies and they see the airplane like, look, there's his father.
We assume that must be the same. How would they know? There's only one plane that comes in apparently ever. That's it. The one plane that comes in to Miami.
I guess you can call it the Miami Connection.
It's the Miami Connection. Wow!
Although I'm glad they didn't go with that ending because now we have our favorite line, now we're safe.
Now we're safe. We say this to each other all the time.
Yeah. I think we said that after we got our COVID shots. Yes. Because we're a couple of goofballs. We like doing that.
Because we reference Miami Connection often.
But all right, well, I don't know what else we can say, so I think we could wrap this bad boy up, as Gorehound would like to say. So, Samurai Cop, thumbs up.
Yes, all the way.
Samurai Cop 2? Question mark. We don't know, but it's probably not good. Probably fails.
And we don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell myself that it's a fine movie and we don't need to see it. And leave it at that.
All right. Well, Mike, Corinne, thanks for joining us this week on our talk. And next week, we'll finally get around to talking about the highly anticipated Twilight. So we'll see you then.
Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to the all-new Culture Cast. Check us out on social media. Drop us an email at nick.culturecast@gmail.com. We can't promise we'll read it. Theme music by Dana Vodovaz. Check out his work on YouTube with Vodovaz Music Productions. This has been the all-new Culture Cast, a saltwater production. Original material copyright 2021. Thanks for listening. Good God, the poster of this on the Wikipedia page is like...
I don't even think it's the right one. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. It looks like it's from a horror movie. I should show this to you. Like, what? Yeah, and it's got the actor's name in it, so it is.
You have the right to remain silent, dead silent?